can't say that I'm not surprised by what you just told me, because I am. But listen, don't think that I'm joking right now, okay? Because I'm not. You're not the first person in the world to ever cheat on a spouse.
Well, that's very rational of you. Good for you. Daddy, want to get to how you feel about this?
Were you in college then?
Law school.
Oh, well, you were practically a kid. Those were pretty wild times. And I know that you and Hank, you had some tension between you. So, naturally I can understand how something like that could happen.
It's worse than that.
Why? What was it? Was it a friend of Hank's or somebody you knew? Or?
It was his brother.
What?
It was RJ.
You slept with RJ Gannon, your husband's brother, while you were married to Hank?
Hank's and my relationship wasn't going very well. We argued a lot. We never really saw each other, so we argued whenever we did see each other, and I think we never saw each other because we were trying to avoid arguing with each other. Anyway, I was lonely and angry. Instead of spending my free time going home so I could argue with Hank, I started spending it at the campus pub. Drinking and partying. At the same time, RJ was there. He was there all the time, it seemed like back then. You know, he was different then. I mean, he was definitely a kid who had a lot of problems, but he was charming. There was just something charming. Anyway, RJ just was so there, and Hank was just so absent.
Were you in love with him?
No. We were in-laws. That I knew. I also thought we were friends. We started hanging out together more. Partly because I wanted to help him get his life straightened out. You know, he listened to me back then. And partly because I thought he liked me. Because he listened to me back then. Anyway. One night at the pub, after I had been there for a while, they decided to go back to this house where there was a party going on. And RJ was there. And things got out of hand. And I made the worst mistake of my life.
Well, that explains why RJ is always so smug. And it explains why you blew your top when RJ came to Lambview.
I'm so ashamed of everything that happened between me and RJ. What's worse is that somewhere in this drunken stupor I thought I was just lashing out at Hank. Is that the kind of woman that you want? See, is that the kind of wife that you would want? That kind of betrayal and manipulation and cruelty?
Did Hank know about it?
He didn't. He knows now. RJ crashed his wedding so he could tell him. Yeah, I think that's probably why he even came to Landview.
What a guy.
Yeah, he's been blackmailing me with it for years. You know, the threat of telling Hank, the threat of telling you, the threat of telling Rachel. Needless to say, Hank's and my marriage never recovered.
Yeah, but Hank didn't know about it.
I knew about it. I was sick with the guilt of it. I want you to know how much that mistake has already cost me. And if it costs me you, I don't think I could stand it. Oh, God has it. Can you understand what happened? Can you and forgive me?